Hey everyone, good morning and Happy New Year. Welcome to 2023. My name is Tanya Dotson-Winckler and I am the founder of 180 Degree Time Management. And I want to welcome you to today's special edition of our Motivational Mondays, since most of us had Monday off. And I just want to, slow it down this morning and, welcome you back into the workaday world, ease you in. I know that, the topic that we're going to be talking about today, which is why you keep resisting your results, really have a stranglehold on you right now. Or you could be there where you are launched into the new year and you are ready to go and you are, cooking with gas and all those other good things. And you are, sitting here today saying, okay, what do I need to do to keep from resisting my results? And why do I resist my results? Or why would I resist my results? Because it does seem counterintuitive, right? You set up these results on New Year's Eve, right? You can see that I have a banner running here, how to turn your New Year's Eve resolutions into results in 2023. And the reason that I gave it that title is because, I do a lot of research on what's going on in the world of productivity and time management. I also am, colleagues with a whole over 500 coaches, and we, exchange information about what's going on with our clients. What are best practices? What are things that are, tripping our clients up? What's getting in the way? What's causing their results not to be as, as exact or as the results that they intended to be? Why aren't they getting their intended results? So, I took a look around, and one of the words that kept popping up in everybody's feed was the word resistance. So I thought, that's interesting. What are we resisting? What are people resisting? What are clients resisting? Because, you sit down on New Year's Eve, you write down all of your resolutions, and then why would it be on Tuesday, January 3rd, you would start resisting the very thing that you say you want for this year? And I looked back on several previous years as well, different coaches posting, and this word just kept coming up. And what I realized and what I saw is that, a lot of people are like, thanks for the motivation and thanks for the inspiration. But they're the same people that are posting, oh yeah, I resisted again for an entire year. Oh yeah, I've got to get past that resistance in order for me to, start doing what I said I was going to do, in order for me to launch that new product, in order for me to get my taxes done on time, in order for me, and I'm talking to you business owners and entrepreneurs, because those are the guys, you're the ones that are my clients, you're the ones that follow me. So if I'm going to speak directly to you, and if you have followed me before, or if you haven't, if this is the first time you're ever meeting me, one of the things that I talk about all the time is accountability. And I think I spent most of December just banging on about accountability, because what I realized about accountability is that your resistance, or let me put it another way, you are never up against your results. It's not the results that are tripping you up. You're up against your own resistance, and your own resistance can be comprised of many different things. We've all done the exercises. We've all filled out the polls and the questionnaires. What are you afraid of? What makes you nervous? Why don't you, what is it that's keeping you from getting things done? How long have you been procrastinating? But if you boil it all down, it comes down to the fact that you are resisting something that you said you were going to get done in whatever time frame you said you were going to get it done. And I work with time management and productivity, so I'm always dealing in time frames. So with my clients and we always talk about the time frame within which we want to have created created some results. So, but the thing that often is not spoken about is the resistance that you feel on the way to creating that result. And once again, it has nothing to do with the result. And as you heard me speak about in all of November and December, I was talking about mindset and accountability. Now, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about when I say resisting your results. I'm giving you a personal example from me here lately. So about a month ago now, I went plant-based. Okay. I'm going to change to a plant-based diet. And, I was inspired to do it and I was motivated to do it. But man, over Thanksgiving and Christmas, especially, I had the meat parades of life. All I wanted was something that had to do with eating meat. Now, the reason I didn't, but the reason that I didn't is because I had something in place that kept my resisting my results from taking over my results, from taking over my inspiration, from taking over my motivation, right? So I had an accountability partner, and my accountability partner is my wife. So every time I wanted to eat, something, to have some meat, have a burger, that's my thing, that's my weakness, it's burgers. I had someone there who held me accountable for the results that I said that I wanted. I said I wanted to go plant-based for various health reasons, to be in the best shape of my life, because, of what various reasons that, excuse me, that I'm going plant-based, which are important to me, right? It's not like I just decided, oh, that would be a neat thing to do. No, I'm going plant-based because that's a very important part of my regimen. I feel better, but the resistance, man, to not eating meat is, excuse me, is, especially during holidays, is tremendous, right? So I took a look at that. Excuse me. I took a look at what's the resistance made of, right? And a lot of times it's made out of, so for example, with me and going plant-based and resisting eating meat, a lot of the resistance for me is made up of memory, watching television, everybody, history, everybody's eating meat, what's the problem? And I had to really, but my results are important to me, and I can actually see all the results already starting. My skin looks better. I've lost some weight. I feel healthier, So it's the same thing with you and your New Year's Eve resolutions. What you're going to have to get past or get over or get through is, in order to turn those resolutions into actual results that you can see and taste and smell and feel on yourself, in your business, with your clients, is going to be that you're going to have to deal with your resistance. And let me just, break down a couple of things for you guys right here. Nothing can deal with your resistance but you. Now, I'm going to say that again. There is no app. There is no program. There is no widget. There is no productivity hack. There is no calendar that is going to deal with your resistance to your results, because your resistance to your results are so counterintuitive that they live in your mindset. They don't live out where your results are. They don't live in your calendar system. They don't live in your apps or in your widgets or in your, programs. Where they live is actually on the court with you while you are trying to get your results handled. That's where your resistance shows up. And there's nothing out there that can deal with your resistance but you. There is nothing available that's going to take you resisting your procrastination, you resisting your waiting to the last minute, you resisting all of the things that you need to put into place, being on time, scheduling, planning, executing, all the things, stacking, batching, all the things that to put into place because you have the information, right? That makes total sense. But you don't do it. Why don't you do it? Because you got resistance on board. And the resistance doesn't live anywhere in any of those apps, hacks, calendar widgets. It lives in here, in your mindset. So what do you need? What do you need to turn your New Year's Eve resolutions into results in 2023? And especially the results that you're looking for in your business and with your clients. Well, the first thing that you're going to need is you're going to need a different strategy to the one you've been employing so far. Now, look, again, I'm only speaking to those of you that follow me that say, yeah, I would really like to be able to have 10 to 20 more hours of personal freedom per week. I would really like to get, rid of this, lifelong habit of procrastination. I would really like to stop resisting, the improvements that I'm making in my schedule. I'd really like to start planning my day and working my plan. I'm talking to you guys, right? I'm talking to those of you that have asked for a solution to being able to, at this time next year, or rather this year, on December 31st of 2023, you can look back on 2022 and you would have turned your resolutions into results. You wouldn't be sitting there going, yeah, well, I did buy that gym membership, but I actually stopped going in February. And that's the statistics. They say by Valentine's Day or pretty soon after, all the gyms empty out, right? All the diets go out the window. All of the new protocols that you put in place from your really good New Year's resolutions, you've lost the momentum. And here's why. Because you don't have a proven system, a proven strategy that works. So that's the first thing you're going to need is a proven strategy that works to keep your resolutions from fading away or from being eaten by your chronic habits. The second thing you're going to need is a system which is reliable, a reliable system that's going to this strategy, that's going to provide this strategy, that's going to deliver this strategy. Because once again, you're going to need the strategy to be able to be delivered when you don't feel like it. It's not a challenge when you're feeling like it, when you're feeling good, when things are going well, when you're on top of your game. But the New Year's resolutions that you keep writing every year, they're there because you haven't been able to solve that issue. You haven't been able to crack that code. You haven't been able to have a breakthrough in that area. So for you to not have to have that experience one more time this year, you're going to need to put something different in place. Now, those are the two things that you can put in place so far. Now, the proven strategy that works, you got to look at someone who has done it. You have to look at someone who has taught other people how to do it, and you got to look at their results, like not all this fluff on online. You got to be able to really be able to contact some clients of people and say, hey, did you get that result, and how did you get that result? So that's the proven strategy that works. The second thing is you need to be able to ask those same people, how were you able to do this over and over again, especially on those days when your energy was low, especially on those days when you didn't feel like it, especially on those days when your resistance was high? What did you have in place? What kind of a reliable structure or a reliable system did you have in place to deliver that proven strategy so that you didn't even really have to think about it? Because look, the moment you've got to think about it, what's going to get in the way? What's going to get between you and your resolutions? What's going to get between you and your results? Where is it? Right over there. Over there. There. Resistance. It's going to be resistant because you're a human being, right? So you need those two things. The third thing that you're going to need, and this is what I spoke about all during November and December, is you're going to need what I call it one thing, but it's actually two things. You're going to need massive support and accountability. Because once again, look, there's a reason that you were writing the same resolutions year after year after year. There's a reason that you keep getting that your resistance keeps getting in the way of your results. There's a reason that you are facing yet another year of an uphill struggle. And that's because you're facing it alone. Look, the newest Times bestseller on productivity and time management is not going to support you. You're not going to be able to send in a help desk ticket to them. They're not going to reach out. The authors are not going to reach out and coach you, right? And none of them, any system that you try is going to hold you accountable for the results that you said that you wanted. Now, that's a different type of accountability, and I did some work on that last month. You can go and look at the Motivational Mondays I did last month, and you can see that I've worked right up to this conversation by speaking about accountability and support. So here's the deal, guys. If you want to learn how to turn your New Year's Eve resolutions into results in 2023, and you want to find out why you keep resisting your results, what your resistance is made out of, then I want you to take a look at this link that's scrolling right here and click it. And let's have a conversation. You clicked on that link, you'll be taken to my booking calendar. You find a spot that works for you. I will call you at that time, and we're going to really dissect what is your resistance made of, right? And how could a proven strategy that works, a structure to reliably deliver that strategy, and massive support and accountability could actually take you from resisting your results to having your results at this time next year and having a whole new set of New Year's resolutions that you can get to work on for 2024. If that's what you want, click that link down there, copy paste it, click it, and I'll speak to you soon, and I will see you again next Monday for more Motivational Mondays, where we will be talking about how you can actually get your results this year. Take care, guys.